Hey guys, it's Taryn here. I'm not gonna make this video very much sponsored or branded or anything like that. It's just gonna be a typical video talking about the core set 2019 pre-release because it is tonight. It is super exciting because it's a new set. There's a lot of modern playable cards in it, which is strange. There's a lot of really good standard stuff in it, as well as just a lot of good draft and sealed stuff to go around. And if you're going to a pre-release tonight, here's just some advice for you guys, for new players and old players alike. Now, is this advice about the card game specifically? Not really. It's more about the advice of, like, you know, being nice to everyone at the pre-release event and being, you know, cordial and patient and just being kind to everybody. For you grizzled and, like, you know, veteran players of Magic the Gathering, going to a pre-release is probably one of the most hype things you can do. But if you're a new player, this is the hypest thing you can do because it's a celebration of the new set coming out. It's basically your first step into Magic the Gathering. It's super exciting because it's new cards you've never even seen before, even if they've been reprinted 1,000 times, like Giant Spider. Giant Spider's been printed since Alpha, so it's a card that's been in the format or in Magic forever, and it's in core set 2019. And to a veteran player, it may be a card that's like, not a big deal, but to a new player, that card might be their favorite card. So what I say is, whenever you go to a local game store, to your pre-release event, be kind to everybody, be excited, and if someone has any questions about, like, you know, how something works or if something interacts with something this way, make sure to try and answer if you're a veteran player, or if there's a judge there, call judge. Make sure to call judge and let them kind of talk to the newer player. The biggest thing, of course, for me is that there'll be probably younger people going to the event, like, you know, 7 to 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds coming from Yu-Gi-Oh! Or coming from Pokemon trading card game, or maybe even Hearthstone, coming from Hearthstone and going into a local game store trying to play some paper Magic, not really knowing what that is, because even though that's been around for, you know, 25 years now, it might be new to them. You know, if it's not new to you, you know, it's new to them, and that is something that you need to, you know, kind of be aware of and say, okay, well, you need mana to tap this, you need, you know, this to this, you know, Lightning Strike does this much damage, all that kind of stuff. Basically, what I'm saying is just be kind and patient to new players coming to the pre-release event, and if you're stuck playing against an 8-year-old, hey, that's totally okay. You know, play slow. One time during a pre-release event, I actually was playing against, I think she was a 13-year-old girl, and this is her first event, and she was like trying to figure out how to play the cards. And I was like, you know what? Is it okay if I just put my cards out facing forward so you can see how the chain of play happens on both sides of the field, so it's kind of easier for you to understand how the game works? And she was like, yeah, that's totally awesome. And I was like, no problem. Hey, if you win this way, totally cool. If I win this way, no problem. It's all about trying to teach the other player how to play the game and how to get better at the game in the middle of a pre-release event, which is super hype for a lot of different people for different reasons. Some people only show up there so they can, you know, pick up their Planeswalker decks or their box pre-orders, or even pick up just the sealed, like, a promo within the actual pack itself or the box itself. You know, some people just go for that. Some people go for the sealed environment. Some people just go because it's a new set. New players are going because it's exciting, because it's kind of a celebration of Magic the Gathering, and they've never been a part of that before. And, you know, being part of a community like that on one of the hypest nights in, like, every 3 months, you know, in the Magic cycle, is exciting. And it's something that I feel like a lot of players need to be more mindful of and need to be more caring of and patient with, of course. I know me saying this right now is probably gonna, like, make some people angry a little bit, but, you know, I feel like it probably needs to be said. If you're an older player, like, you know, in high school or in college, or even older than that, out of college, like me, like I'm almost 30 now. Oh my gosh, I'm so old. Don't swear at your event. Try and be very cordial and kind to everybody. Trying to watch your language around the younger kids, especially when, like, a parent shows up with their 8-year-old that's like, they've played Magic and their kid is just brand new to Magic. That's an amazing experience, and able to, like, you know, kind of garner your child into a card game you really enjoy. And that's something that, you know, they may not want to have kids or people around them who are saying the F-bomb a lot. So I feel like just kind of limiting your vocabulary at an event like that would be awesome. And just, you know, very mindful of of the surroundings of the event. Again, we don't want to, like, chase people away saying, well, this is only an event for, like, you know, teens or adults or something like that. Because honestly, like, no. At the end of the day, the like, age range as far as people who want to get into Magic, I think it was recommended like maybe 8 or 9 plus, but I think right now it's like 13 plus because of all, like, the new mechanics and things like that. But at the same time, people are going to come in who are, you know, a little bit younger than that, trying to get into the paper Magic game, and just let them, you know, let them kind of enjoy the cool art of the set and the cool abilities of each card and each color. Magic kind of has the unique opportunity of every 3 months of having a new influx of players to the actual player pool, thanks to the new sets coming out, and it's just super exciting to have that happen. And, you know, just make sure that you can actually be accommodating to those players. But yeah, this is just a short video for that. Just, you know, kind of reminding everybody that this is a really hype event. This is kind of a casual event, and it's an event that's going to bring in a lot of new people that are not familiar with Magic particularly, or a lot of younger people that are really just excited to get in on Magic. And the pre-release is a great way to start. So I wish you guys the best of luck at your pre-release. Make sure to have a ton of fun. Make sure to eat before your pre-release so you're not hungry and grumpy during your pre-release. Bring drinks if you can, if your LGS allows it. And yeah, just kind of have fun with the event. It's the hypest part of the year. And enjoy pulling some nice modern staples from Core Sets 2019, because we're having some great cards from the modern format and from the standard format being in the format itself, or in the set itself. But that's it for me, just a short and sweet video, guys. I love you all, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.